Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Before I get going with this video, I just want to take a moment to thank our friend Doug very much. Doug, thanks a lot for your donation to the channel's PayPal account. Guys, your donations to the channel keep the channel going and keep the channel growing. Over the last couple days, I've had my Facebook page open. Not really active on Facebook because it truly is the swamp of all social media swamps. And I have been trolled so relentlessly at Facebook. I really do try to avoid it like the plague. But my son has been sick in Canada and my page is open so I can communicate with family. I'm sitting there yesterday, my Facebook page is open, I'm waiting to hear from family, and a message pops up from our friend here at the channel, Shirley. Now let's flash back quickly 2 weeks prior. The narc tells Shirley it's over, he's being deployed, he loves her, but he just can't be with her anymore. It just can't work. So Shirley, sad, heartbroken, completely confused and disorientated, does what she can to emotionally accept this and starts to move on. Now, yesterday, he sends her a text message out of the blue, unwarranted. Hey, Shirley, just wanted to let you know I've met someone new. Bingo. Wow. Does that get Shirley's shoes on my feet? Because I've walked a mile in those shoes. I was with Trevor for 5 years. On average, a victim of narcissistic abuse will leave 7 times over the duration of the relationship. I had come and gone, I believe 9, it could have been 12, but 9 that I kind of remember. And yeah, let's go with 9. So anyways, I would move out, I would set up a new home, I would be at home washing my dishes, and bingo, there it'd be. The stupid text message from the idiot narc, right? And what the hell? It'd be the same thing. I've met this new wonderful woman, and unlike you, she's got boobs. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, anything to humiliate and shame me. And yes, this would hurt me. Yes, it was like a dagger in my heart. Yes, I would become angry and frustrated and reactive. And of all of the things I mentioned, reactive is the key here. The second I became reactive, that would give Trevor the supply he needed, thus producing the creepy narc smirk, thus satisfying him for that fleeting moment, that desperate need for narc supply that he was trying to get from me, and willingly there I'd be just giving it to him. Why would I give him the narc supply? Well, because I didn't know any better. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't understand what I was caught up in. I did not recognize that I was a victim of narcissistic abuse. I didn't understand the narc playbook. I didn't realize I was, in fact, playing a game I didn't understand, didn't know the rules to, yet I was trying to be a participant in this very bizarre, very surreal, horrifying situation. Now, Shirley asked me, why did he do this? I mean, why? What's the point? I mean, if you've ever been in a relationship with a real person, you know that when the relationship ends, you know, you have a hug, little peck on the cheek, you shake hands, wish each other well, and you move on with your lives. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months later, sends the other one a text message saying, hey, guess what? I've met someone new. Normal people just don't do this. So when Shirley asked me why, I had to sit and think for a moment about why he had done it to me. Well, he did it to further control me, to manipulate me, to make me feel bad, to shame me, to humiliate me, to make me wonder, oh, damn it, someone else wants him. Maybe I made a mistake. Oh, my God. I mean, they're relentless, notorious at this somebody else wants me game. You blew it. Look, I've got someone new, and there you are alone. Told you so. I mean, God, we've all seen this. When you don't know what it is, and this thing comes flying in at you, I mean, this can be very destabilizing, very hurtful, I mean, extremely painful, and can cause in a victim that kind of lingering thought that, geez, Somebody else grabbed him up so quickly, and here I am alone. Maybe it was me. Maybe he is more desirable than I had actually realized. You know, all that crazy mindfuckery and bullshit. I mean, we've all been there, but there is so much information in this. Once you're aware of this, once you recognize what these subtle or aggressive attacks are, and they can range from very subtle to very aggressive, but once you come to understand narcissism and you come to expect this, it can't hurt you anymore. I think for so many of us, these attacks caught us off guard. But once you're awake, once you're aware, and once you are fully expecting these types of attacks, you can actually sit back and have a good chuckle over it. Now, there's only one way to handle this if you truly want to get revenge, because the narc has now kicked the ball into your court, and you get to decide what you do with the ball. You now take some control of the game, and this has always been a problem for victims. The narc's playing a game. We don't even know what the game is called. We have no idea how to play the game. We don't understand the rules. And if we do, to some degree, start to figure the game out, well, damn it, the narc just changes the rules. So once the ball is kicked into your court like that, you have the option to either kick the ball back and initiate play, or you can pick the ball up and go home. And once you decide, hey, I was expecting this ball to get kicked over here, and you bend down, pick that ball up, and take it home with you, the game's over. The game is over. You control the game. You set the rules. You put an end to the game. You took your ball and you went home, and you're refusing to play. Now, if you decide to reply with, I'm not even replying to that, or I refuse to acknowledge that, if you engage in any way, if you engage to say you're not engaging, you've still engaged. That's engaging. That is starting the ball back in play. Silence. Dead silence. No contact. Reblock them. Game's over. I'm going to go as far as to say, if the narc has kicked the ball back into your court, you're not the only one. The narc will just line up the balls and kick one into the court of every member in the narc harem to see if anyone kicks the ball back to them and engages the game. Now, this is where you've really got to set a boundary around yourself, because this is not unique to you. I will guarantee you this is not unique to you. This is the big narc net being thrown out to see if there's any takers, to see if they can catch anything in the net. Now, for me, honestly, just knowing that, you know, I'm one of many people being hoovered in a desperate attempt to catch anything, well, I'm sorry, I've got to put a boundary around that. I mean more to me than to allow myself to be utilized that way as supply. I am just not going to do it. I refuse to play along. And each of us gets to make that choice. This is somewhere where we have ultimate control. The second you become reactive, the second you reply, the second you show any emotion, any upset, any heartbreak, anything, they won. That's it. That's all. Full stop. There is nothing beyond that. If you kick the ball back in any way, shape, or form, you gave away your power. You gave away your control, and you are now back in the game. You want to stay no contact at all times, because if you don't, you will get your ass kicked. That's it, that's all. I'm telling you this. I've never seen it come out any other way. It never came out differently for me, and I have talked to thousands of you personally, and not once has anyone ever said they got the upper hand by engaging. When you ignore a narc, when you refuse to play along, when you refrain, and it can be hard, like I'm talking, biting your own tongue off sometimes to keep your mouth shut, because man, sometimes you just want to get on the phone and fuck you, motherfucker, you piece of shit. Yes, I hear you. I've been there. Any reaction is going to provide them with narc supply. any reaction at all. Keep in mind, the narcissist just wants you looking at them. The narcissist just wants to catch your attention. The narcissist just wants to see you reactive. In their minds, if you're looking, they're getting supply. It doesn't matter if it's a positive compliment or you call them fuck you stupid motherfucker. None of that matters. It's all attention, it's all supply, and I refuse to be narc supply. Guys, this is an area where you've got a tremendous amount of control. If you just bend over, pick up the ball and take it home, non-reactive, no contact, block them again, game's over, they're dead in the water. And man, you got to kick a narc where it hurts. I'm Kim, you're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day.